Hello everyone, I welcome you all in this video series in which we are discussing about the fluid mechanics, and this is lecture third. Okay, so previously we have taken two lectures in which we have discussed about basically we started with the fluid definition. So we discussed that fluid is basically a substance which flows under the action of the shear force. Means the deformation is takes place when you will apply the shear force on that. When we also that time we also seen the example of the water in the beaker and the hand wash in a bottle, and after that we discuss about the definition of the difference between the solid and the fluid. Then we discuss about the different properties that is really required for the fluid mechanics in the fluid mechanics basically. So the properties, basic properties involve the density, the specific weight, specific gravity, dynamic viscosity, compressibility, kinematic viscosity that we have seen. Okay, and we also calculated the units and the dimensions for that. As I said, that this will be helpful in the dimensional analysis when we will study that part. And after that, we have discussed the different types of the fluids. Okay, so we just derived that there are two types of the fluid, that is means the number of fluids are available, but we are categorized into two category. Okay, so first is Newtonian fluid. Okay, and another was the non-Newtonian fluid. Okay, so the Newtonian fluid that follows the Newton's law of viscosity, and the Newton's law of viscosity is tau is equals to mu into du by dy, or on behalf of this du by dy we can write d theta by dt. Okay, so this d theta by dt is basically the rate of shear strain, and du by dy is basically the velocity gradient. Okay, so what is the Newton's law of viscosity? That whatever the shear stress that is generated in that fluid is directly proportional to the velocity gradient on rate of the shear strain. Okay, any one of these two. So we are taking this proportionality sign, that is equal to mu. So mu is basically the dynamic viscosity. So if any of the fluid which following this relationship, we call that as a non Newtonian fluid. Okay, and non-Newtonian fluid which do not obeys this relationship, so we call them as a non-Newtonian fluid. If the fluid is not following this ways, these rules, then what the other relation they have to follow? The other relation is tau is equals to a into du by dy raised to n into sorry plus b. So this is basically the relationship. Now on the basis of value of this n and the b, we have divided this non-Newtonian fluid into three categories. First is basically the dilatant fluid. Okay, second one is basically the pseudoplastic fluid. Okay, and third one is basically the Bingham plastic fluid. Guys, don't confuse that. In this video we'll discuss about the surface tension, but is the last two lectures was not online, so I'm just briefing you guys. Okay, so and these are the fluid which is based on the value of n and b. So for the dilatant fluid, the value of n is greater than 1 and b is equals to 0. For the pseudoplastic fluid, n is less than 1 and b is equals to 0. For the Bingham plastic fluid, the value of n is equal to 1 and b is not equal to 0. Okay, so in case now for these two fluid, okay, for these two fluid, if you will see this equation, then this equation will be tau equals to a into du by dy raised to n. Okay, now for the dilatant fluid, this if you will see this graph, then because ये जो वैल्यू है आपकी n is greater than 1, तो आपकी यहाँ पे जो भी वैल्यू है वो इंक्रीज होगी. ठीक है, बाय द वे अगर ये if it will be less than 1, that there is also possibility that it will increase, but there is a pattern is different. Pattern will be for the dilatant fluid, when n is greater than 1, this relationship will follow this graph. Okay, this is tau and this is du by dy. If similar graph, if you want to draw for the pseudoplastic fluid, then this is du by dy and this is tau. The relationship will be like this. Okay, means shear stress in comparison with the du by dy is increasing high in this ratio for this curve, and in case this tau in comparison with the du by dy is less. Okay, if you will see this relationship for this one, Bingham plastic fluid, then this equation will be tau equals to a into du by dy plus b. So you can compare this equation, that is which is a straight line equation, that y equals to mx plus c. So if you will draw this x-axis, that is du by dy, and y-axis, this is tau, then this graph will start from here. Okay, so this value is basically defining the value of b. Fine. Now, what the meaning of this, and what are the examples for the individual these fluids? So, if you will see the dilatant fluid, then you can add the sugar in the water and shake it. Okay, और आप इसको through the spoon you can आप इसको मिला भी सकते हैं. So, when you will see at the end, what will happen? The thickness of the fluid, if you are compare the thicknesses, then thickness of the fluid is increases. Okay, as well as if you will see the flowability or the dynamic viscosity is increases. Okay, so we can also say that these dilatant fluid are basically the shear thickening fluid, shear thickening fluid. Okay, because the thickness is increases. Okay, similarly, if you will take the example of blood or the milk. Okay, similar, if you will apply this, you will keep the spoon and you will rotate it, you will see that the viscosity of that fluid is decreases, or the thickness of the fluid is decreases, means flowability is increases. Okay, so if the flowability is increases, how it can be possible कि जब आपका internal resistance जो है, जो cohesive forces हैं, जो intermetallic के distance है molecules की, वो कम हो जाए. ठीक है, अगर वो कम हो जाएगी, that time it will become shear thinning fluid. We call them as a shear thinning fluid, means the thickness of that is decreases. Okay, now the best suitable example for this Bingham plastic fluid is everyone used to do in the morning, that आप जो टूथपेस्ट होता है, लाइक टूथपेस्ट क्या होता है, जब इनिशियली आपका, even it is a fresh, means new is new toothpaste you are using, that time what will happen, that very small pressure force is required, means that toothpaste is squeezed out with a very small amount of the force. Okay, but जैसे जैसे क्या होता है कि आपका पेस्ट खत्म होता जाता है डे बाय डे, तो आपको क्या करना पड़ता है, प्रेशर फोर्स ज्यादा अप्लाई करना पड़ता है. ठीक है, तो मतलब सेम क्वांटिटी को निकालने के लिए आपको ज्यादा प्रेशर फोर्स अप्लाई करना पड़ेगा. मींस if initially when it is completely full, there will be some value is there, because ऐसा तो है नहीं ऑटोमेटिकली आपने ट्यूब को वर्टिकल गिरा दिया, जो fluid is coming out, means paste is coming out, that cannot be possible. So a small amount of the B is required. is जैसे जैसे आपकी ट्यूब खाली होती जाएगी, इसकी B की वैल्यू क्या होगी, बढ़ती जाएगी. ठीक है, so this graph will be like this, means बढ़ता जाएगा इस तरह से. ठीक है, so this is the best example for this Bingham plastic. Now this is all about that what we had discussed previously. In the today's class, we are going to discuss about the surface tension. Okay, so let's start. Okay, so the concept is very important. To understand this concept, I am using this figure. Now this is basically the interface. Okay, just try to assume that this is basically the interface. Top side of this interface is basically the air or any gas you can assume, and bottom side is basically a liquid or water you can assume. Okay, okay, so this is a liquid. Now we are talking about two molecules, first which is A and another which is B. Okay, now first we discuss about this A molecule. Now when you will talk about, when you talk about the A, then this molecule is surrounded by the number of molecules. Okay, number of molecules is surrounded along with this periphery of this molecule. Okay, now what will happen, that जो भी internal जो भी liquid होता है, that is basically the internal molecular distance is very small in that. Okay, because of the cohesive forces. तो उसकी वजह से क्या होगा कि जो भी molecule इस direction में है in the right side, that will basically pull this A into this side. Similarly जो इसके left side में molecule होगा that will pull it in this side. Okay. Now similarly whatever the particle which is over here that will pull in this direction, and similarly one of the particle which is in this direction will pull in this direction. So this is basically the phenomena. Okay, because this A liquid is basically a molecule is completely surrounded by the number of molecules. Okay, and if like आप इसको compare करेंगे this in this direction, both this is pulling in right direction, this is in left direction, so the force is eliminated. Similarly happen, so at the end we can say that this A molecule is in an equilibrium. Okay, or we can also say that whatever the molecules that is inside this liquid or out inside that air, whatever air particles can be possible. Okay, but जो इस इंटरफेस पे नहीं है या तो इससे ऊपर है air particles, जो इसके नीचे है liquid particles या molecules, they are completely in equilibrium condition. Okay, but now we are talking about the second molecule which is B, and which is at the interface of air and the liquid. Now if we'll talk about this one, that in the right side and the left side whatever the molecules are there, the concept is same, that it will pull this one in this direction and this one pull in this direction. Okay, so automatically the horizontal force is neglected, but vertical, at the vertical force whatever the molecule which is just bottom side of this B, it will pull it downward direction. Okay, so it means that the net force will be in the downward direction. Now what will happen, the concept is coming over here, that whatever the shape is this. Okay, uh, is if you will try to assume the bubble, these are basically the bubble. Okay, so if you will see this surface, what the surface will be at the interface, तो इसको जब आप देखेंगे तो it will be like this. Okay, so this is basically the surface, this is basically the surface. Okay, and जो इसका एरिया है, like because बबल की बात कर रहे हैं तो बबल मीन्स क्या होता है, बबल इज अ वेकेंट प्लेस. ओके, तो अगर यहाँ एयर है ऊपर, इस रीजन में एयर है, इस इंटरफेस से ऊपर, देन इसके बीच में क्या होगा, एयर होगी. ठीक है, बट हमारा जो कंसेप्ट है that is like it will be like a semi sphere. We can assume कि अगर half portion ऊपर है half portion नीचे है, then we can assume that that's basically a semi sphere. If it will be a semi sphere, then whatever the force is, because that if this is like this is the hemisphere. Okay, now जो ये periphery है इसकी, ठीक है, इस periphery that is in the that is in the contact with the liquid. So what will happen, that liquid will try to pull it in this direction. Means basically क्या होगा, जब आप इसको फ्रंट से देखेंगे तो वो इस basically होगा तो इस तरह से, लेकिन जब आप फ्रंट से देखेंगे तो it will looks like a vertical, but exactly वो vertical force नहीं है, that is basically pushing it like this. Okay, so if you will see at this points, then this force will be treated, because whatever the water molecules are there, they will basically pull it in this direction. Okay, and similarly whatever the liquid molecules are there, they will pull it in this direction. Okay, so where this force will be, this force will be at the periphery of this surface only. Okay, at the periphery, जो भी इसकी periphery है, this will be, these forces will be at the periphery only. Okay, it means that this is basically whatever the forces that is at the periphery, we call this phenomena as the surface tension. Okay, and we also call that a membrane is basically a form over this surface or the interface, so that will basically observe these forces. Okay, so now what will happen, these forces, whatever the surface tension that is applied, whatever the surface tension force is there, that will be equivalent to whatever the pressure force, which is if inside of this one is basically the air, then whatever the pressure force is applied by this air, okay, that will be equal to the surface tension. Till it will be equal, it will never move to the downward side. When it will less, then it will move downward side, and it will become also a part of this liquid, like how it is with the A. Okay, इसको okay, so basically the surface tension. This is this phenomena, this complete phenomena we call it as basically the surface tension. Okay, now surface tension is basically we also call it as a this is a line force, line force. Okay, that is represented by the sigma, and the value of this is given as whatever the force that is per unit length. जितनी लेंथ में ये फोर्स लग रहा है that is okay. So if we talk about this one, then this length will be start from this one and this periphery, whatever the periphery is there. Like अगर मैं इसको other form में बताऊं, so other figure like this one, so this will be the interface. Okay, and you can compare this one. Okay, so this is basically the periphery. This one will not count this area because as I said, air is there, so no force will come over this area. Only the force which is come out will be in this region only, on this line only. Okay, so we are, that's why we are counting it as a line or periphery or yeah, periphery. So that's why we are calling it as a line force. Okay, so I think this phenomena, the concept of the surface tension is clear to you. Now we are to better understanding, for the better understanding, we are moving or we are taking two examples. First example is of the liquid droplet. Okay, so what this example means is we are just taking a liquid and we are just dropping a liquid droplet over the stationary surface. Okay, so when you will see this one, when you will put this droplet over the surface, stationary surface, so it will be like, first it will like this, and there is a one more possibility that if it has very good cohesive forces, then it will be treated like this. Okay, that is contact is there. Okay, so there is two possibilities. This we will discuss in the next slide, because when we'll discuss the capillary, that time we'll discuss what is adhesion and cohesion. But for the time being, if the adhesion is more, then this figure is we can say this figure will be useful, and when the cohesion is high, that time this figure will be formed. Okay, so we are talking anyone we can take, so I'm taking this one. Okay, so when you will see from the top view, it will, the surface of the area or the whatever the surface which is covered by this periphery, it will looks like this. Okay, so this is basically a circle, you can say. The diameter is d. Okay, now what is the concept is, the concept is okay, ये stationary है आपका, ठीक है. So when you will see this one, okay, this is basically the bubble. Okay, or a droplet we can say. So this circumference or this perimeter is basically in contact with the other material. Okay, so other material means जो भी stationary plate है आपका, that material I'm talking about. So what will happen, whatever the other if the adhesive forces is more, then what will happen, they will basically attract this fluid. Okay, like this, and when you will see from front side, it will be looks like this. Okay, so this is basically at this boundary, basically at the periphery or circumference, the shear this surface tension is created. Okay, so this will be in this direction, means if you will compare this whole surface tension, then this surface tension force will be in this direction. And how we can calculate the surface tension, that is Fs equals to sigma into L. Now L is what? L is basically on which the surface tension is applied. Surface tension is applied here in case on this complete circumference or perimeter we can say. So L is basically the length, and when you will see this periphery, then you will calculate it. It is not basically the area we are not calculating, because the surface tension will be is on these periphery only. Okay, so when you will calculate this one, this L will be equals to pi into D, that is perimeter. Okay, so this Fs will be equals to sigma into pi into D. Okay, now when this is about the shear, this surface tension, whatever, if this force means if the droplet is there and it is sedimented, then it means that there is internal pressure is there, that is generated by this plate over the drop, liquid drop. So this will be over this area. Okay, whatever the area through which the liquid is in contact with this surface, that will be over this plate. Okay, so this is basically in this direction, upward direction. So this is pressure P, and the force generated because of this pressure will be equals to P pressure into the cross sectional area. So the cross sectional area of this one is pi by 4 into D square. Okay, so this is the pressure force and this is the surface tension. If we are saying that this now मतलब आपका जो liquid droplet है, once you will pour it on a surface and it is looking like this. Okay, it means that we can say that this surface tension force and this Fp pressure force will be equal, or for the equilibrium condition we can say, for the equilibrium condition, Fs will be equals to Fp. Okay, now this Fs is basically sigma into pi into D, and Fp will be P into pi by 4 into D square. Okay, so this will be cancel out and we can get the value of P, that is how much pressure force will be required, that is 4 sigma by D. Okay, so this is the basically the internal pressure force that is depend on the sigma, that is surface tension, and the diameter of this droplet. Okay, now this is basically a droplet. If there is a bubble, if we are talking about a bubble, then droplet is what this is. If this is the stationary surface, then droplet will be like this. Okay, and if we are talking about the bubble, then bubble is completely a sphere. Okay, so if there is a sphere, then similar kind of droplet will be in the bottom side. Okay, similar kind of the droplet will be in the bottom side. Now the pressure force will be in this direction and the shear surface tension will be in this direction. अब आप यहाँ पे ये मत पूछेगा कि सर ये दोनों जो प्रेशर फोर्स है वो एलिमिनेट हो जाएंगे क्योंकि एक ऊपर है और एक नीचे है, ऐसा नहीं होता है. देखिए, जब इसको समझाना था तो हमने वो कंसेप्ट यूज किया कि लाइक प्रेशर फोर्स विल बी अपवर्ड. इसको समझाना है अगर हम इस तरह का लेंगे तो we'll treat it like pressure force will be in this direction, but just try to assume that if it is a sphere, okay, और उसके अंदर अगर आपकी air है, then how it will apply the force on this periphery inside? It will apply the force like this. Okay, it will apply the force like this. It will not be like जितना ऊपर का है वो ऊपर साइड में और जितना नीचे का है उतना नीचे साइड में. This cannot be possible. Okay, so overall force we are taking, so similar force will be treated in this direction, that is 4 sigma by D. So in case if we are talking about the bubble, then this pressure will increases and it will become twice, means 4 sigma by D. So this is case for the bubble, or we can say that in case of the soap, example of the soap, because soap जो वॉशिंग के लिए, क्लोथ्स वॉशिंग के लिए जो हम सोप्स यूज करते हैं, so that is उससे कभी कभी बच्चे जो है वो बबल्स भी बनाते हैं. So that basically bubble, so the internal pressure of that is depends, that is 8 sigma by D. The value of that is 8 sigma by D, and if we are talking about the droplet, then this is 4 sigma by D. Okay, so this is about the liquid droplet and the bubble or a soap we can say. Now next example we are taking, that is based on the liquid jet. Okay, now liquid jet generally क्या होती है कि taper होती है, but here we are not assuming that taper section, because if you will see that the velocity which is you are getting from here to here, the ratio of that is quite high in comparison with this area ratio. Okay, so what we are assuming, we are just assuming that this is basically a cylindrical jet we are assuming. Okay, so we are assuming that diameter is same both the side, and small d diameter I am considering. Okay, capital D मैं इसलिए नहीं कंसिडर कर रहा हूँ क्योंकि आपको ऐसा ना लगे कि लास्ट वाले जो फॉर्मूलाज जो आपने कैलकुलेट किए हैं, what the formula that will you will get it in this दैट इज सेम। ओके, नहीं नहीं, उसका d अलग है और उसका d अलग है, ठीक है। So this is the diameter that we are taking and L is the length we are taking. Okay. Now हम इसको क्या करते हैं कि इसका क्रॉस सेक्शन हमें कंसिडर करना है, because whatever the air that is flowing in from this side and coming out from this side, that is coming in the contact area, that is coming in the contact of this whatever the surface inside, that means अगर आपका ये इस तरह का cylindrical body है, then whatever the surface is there means जो भी air आपका पास हो रहा है, that will come in contact with this area. Okay, that will apply the force on this one. So what we are taking is मैं इसको बीच में से कट कर देता हूँ, ये जो क्रॉस सेक्शन है हम इसको एज्यूम करते हैं सेमी लिक्विड जेट, आप इसको कह सकते हैं। सो इफ वी आर टेकिंग दिस क्रॉस सेक्शनल एरिया, हम इसको बीच में से कट कर देते हैं। सो दिस इज बेसिकली द डी एंड दिस इज एल। ओके, नाउ जो आपका एयर है और जो आपका लिक्विड है, दैट इज ओवर हियर मींस इन दिस रीजन। सो व्हाट विल हैपन, आप थोड़ा इसको इस तरह से देख लीजिए। सो दिस बेसिकली द सरफेस टेंशन विल बी इन दिस डायरेक्शन, okay, and the pressure force by this liquid will be in this direction. Okay, so अगर यहाँ पे देखेंगे तो basically it will be treated like a point, okay, because that is a perpendicular over this plane area. Okay, so अगर हम surface tension की बात करते हैं, then surface tension क्या होता है, that is sigma into L. Now L क्या है आपका, L is basically the length, complete circumference of the perimeter. अगर मान लीजिए मैं यहाँ से calculate start करता हूँ, so this is D plus L plus D plus L. So we can say the sigma into 2D plus 2L. 2 को मैं बाहर ले लेता हूँ, so this Fs will be equals to 2 sigma into L plus D. Now जब हम लिक्विड जेट्स की बात करते हैं या फिर जेट्स की बात करते हैं, this L is very larger than small d. ओके, तो इसका मतलब ये है कि अगर ये 200 है आपका और ये 2 है, तो हम इसको एलिमिनेट कर सकते हैं, ठीक है। सो इफ वी आर एलिमिनेटिंग देन दिस रिलेशन विल बी 2 सिग्मा इनटू एल, ठीक है। जब देखिए एडिशन है तो हम ऐड कर सकते हैं, लेकिन जब मल्टीप्लिकेशन होगा तब हम उसको, सॉरी, जब एडिशन है तो रिमूव मतलब हम उसको नेग्लेक्ट कर सकते हैं, लेकिन जब मल्टीप्लिकेशन होगा तब हम उसको नेग्लेक्ट नहीं कर सकते, बिकॉज इफ वी आर एज्यूमिंग दैट दिस इज 200 एंड दिस इज 2, तो 202 is a very small value, but 200 into 2, that will you will get it 400, so that is not a small value. Okay, so this is Fs, and similarly the Fp, that is the pressure force that is applied by this jet over means liquid over this area. So this Fp, that is P into cross sectional area. Cross sectional area कौन सा है, this one. Okay, so this area will be L into D, ठीक है। Now for the equilibrium condition, Fs will be equals to Fp. So Fs, that is 2 sigma into L, and Fp will be P into L into D. So the value of P will be equals to 2 sigma by D. Okay, so this will be the relationship. So this is for the liquid jet. Okay, that is 2 sigma, that is surface tension, and the diameter d. Means अगर आप दोनों relationship को देखेंगे, whether we are talking about the liquid droplet or a soap or a bubble or a liquid jet, the pressure force is depends on two things. First is the surface tension, and another is basically the diameter of that. Okay, so diameter is different in every case, so that, but you should keep in mind that only this pressure internal pressure or the pressure differences depends on the two things. First is surface tension and another is diameter. Okay, let's move to the problem. एक problem देख लेते हैं, इसके अलावा इसमें दो problems और हैं next slides में, so that you should treat that these two problems as a numerical homework. Okay, so if the surface tension at the soap air interface, देखिए soap की बात हो रही है, it means ड्रॉपलेट है, बबल है कि जेट है, क्या है, बिकॉज दैट इज नॉट मेंशन इन दैट। सोप है, इट मींस अगर आपको नहीं भी दिया गया, हालांकि इसमें लास्ट में दिया है दैट इज सोप बबल ऑफ डायमीटर दिस इज, बट सोप की बात हो रही, इट मींस देयर विल बी अ बबल ओनली। ओके, सो इंटरफेस सरफेस टेंशन आपको दिया है, दैट इज सिग्मा की वैल्यू आपको गिवन है, दैट इज 0.09 न्यूटन पर मीटर। Internal pressure that we have to calculate where the diameter of soap is given to us. Okay, so In that case the pressure will be equals to 8 sigma by d. ठीक है, so this pressure will be 8 into sigma, that is 0.09 न्यूटन पर मीटर है. ठीक है, या तो आप न्यूटन पर mm में इसको कन्वर्ट कर सकते हैं, या फिर ये जो d है इसको आप मीटर में कन्वर्ट कर सकते हैं, that is in mm. so that will be, अगर आप इसको मीटर में कन्वर्ट करेंगे so that will be 10 raised to power minus 3 और ऊपर आ जाएगा तो 10 raised to, जब आप इसको कैलकुलेट करेंगे so what value I am getting is 0, that is by 28. So what the value I am getting is, that is 25.71 Newton per meter square. Okay, so this is basically the internal pressure that is generated if the surface tension is 0.09 and the diameter of that is 28 mm. Okay, these are the two numerical, you should treat it as a homework. Okay, and thank you so much guys for this session.